Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Thursday night Anamkara meditation group. With all my heart, with all my love, I welcome you to our program this evening. I'm so delighted that you're able to join us tonight and bring your divine essence, yourself. And in addition, you bring your interest and commitment to practice. And that is so important these days because it's through practice that we come to know that essence, that divinity that lies within all beings. And then we're empowered to live it into the world, to walk it into the world. And that is critical at this time. And so thank you for being ones who do practices and walk the wisdom, the light, the knowing that you carry into this world. Now, we're at a time where tonight is solstice, and so this is the longest night and will be the shortest day. And you know, traditionally, it's a time for both celebrating revelation, the renewal of light, and the many forms that is taken through all the various traditions and religious traditions that we celebrate that in, whether it's the birth of a divine being, the enlightenment of Buddha, the return of the sun. So many ways that humanity has been able to really honor, reflect on, become engaged in what is that return and how important it is to come out of the darkness and back into the growing light. And so it's a time that's also very good for meditation and contemplation and going deep within, because as much as we love the traditions and the various ways that we can celebrate revelations of the past, divine beings of the past, revelation here and now, that happens within. And so the practices are all about going within to the very source of that, because revelation is happening every moment, every instant, with every breath, all the time. So we do the practices to really feel that, know that, experience that directly. And in order to support that, what we're going to do tonight to begin with is just take some time to help quiet the mind. And that's often done in various traditions by coming back to the breath, slowing and deepening the breath. And we can do that in combination with another very potent practice of mantra. Because there's a simple mantra that is really spoken by the infinite, if we could get subtle enough to hear it with every breath, that goes with the breath, that the breath comes in with the sound hum and goes out with the sound sa. So it's the mantra of hum and sa. Now it simply means, I am that. And it's a way of attuning the mind to the truth of the infinite that is all that. All that is that. And so if we keep letting go of the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions, all the things that normally engage the mind, to just come back to the flow of the breath and that throb of mantra, which is a throb of consciousness itself. It's the throb of the consciousness that knows I am that. That is all there is. So we do that in combination with the harmonium. So as we inhale, it's the silently, the hum as the breath comes in, and then sa, silently in the mind as the breath goes out. Hum as the breath comes in, and then sa as the breath goes out. Hum as the breath comes in, and sa as the breath goes out, silently in the mind. Inviting the breath to slow and deepen. breath comes in. And sigh as the breath goes out. Letting go and letting go. Letting go into the bare awareness of simply being. Hum as the breath comes in. Sigh as the breath goes out. Letting go and letting go. Simply resting and being. Continuing to breathe, just breathing and letting go. Each breath has that throb of awareness, the hum and the sigh. It's the ground of being, the bare awareness of I am that. I am that. I am. Pure I am awareness. That's the ground of all existence, all being. It's out of that all this springs. It's out of that all mantra emerges. Om arises out of that. Every moment that is resounding within you. These ancient mantras were first heard in deep meditation by the ancient sages and rishis. because they're unstruck sound. They're not mind-born. They weren't born by anything hitting itself or something else. They're just the throb of consciousness that then emerges out of the throb of the light of awareness to take this form of vibration. The vibration becomes more and more perceptible till we actually hear it as a thought or as a sound. And so mantras are not mind-born. Therefore they have the power to take us beyond the mind, to become absorbed in that, is to enter the vehicle of mantra, to return to the spaciousness, the expansiveness of being. Let that be revealed within everyone's awareness. Everyone has that capacity to know, and to know the infinite directly. That's what all the practices are about. So, given that this is a great time for deepening contemplation and going into stillness, I thought I would share some writings that have come out of meditation. They're a collection of, in a sense, meditations themselves, much like dharanas in the Vijnana Bhairava. We have these dharanas that are focusing devices for launching into the state of meditation. This ancient tradition, the Shakti tradition, the Tantra tradition, really proclaims that every moment is a leaping off point to enter the infinite, to go beyond. And a beyond that embraces all that is and all that's beyond. That our awareness, when it's not solely identified with the mind, our consciousness has the capacity to know all that. So these, in a sense, are meditations. And so I invite you now to just allow yourself to sit comfortably. You might just close your eyes and listen. And I'll be reading these, and they're invocations, you'll see. Some of you are familiar with this and courses that I've done on these. And it's just allowing that awareness to unfold in its fullness, that it's the fullness really of your own being. So these are writings that will be in a book coming out in February or March of next year. That will be titled, Gently Falls Her Rain of Light. So I begin. Gently falls her rain of light, the loving stream of her voice warmly caressing the night. O sweet voice of darkness, you alone fill my sight. O great mother, O great mother, you alone are the seeker and the sought, the teacher and the taught, playing at two, but always you. So these are all an invitation to come back to that oneness. Even when the mind sees two, awareness, the wisdom awareness, the eye of wisdom. It sees the one, shining as the many. Merge. In unwavering stillness, embraced by silence, sitting beside the river's mouth, one hears, as she merges with the sea. infinite. So one of the primal mantras is Ah. Aham means simply I am. In the ancient Dzogchen tradition, in Tibetan Buddhist tradition, the root mantra is Ah. Simply Ah. Ah. Bare awareness of being, fullness of being, infinitude of being, unbounded being, the truth, who you are. Singing from the heart, mind coming to rest in the vast stillness born from the cessation of all wants and needs, hears the voice of the divine, singing from the heart of every being so sublime, humming in everything living and non-living, ah hum, ah hum, ah hum, I am, I am, I am. That aham awareness, that is the root of existence, all that is, including you. That's why that mantra is continuously throbbing within, because it is the pulse of awareness of being, the existence of which is the foundation for all existence. Hari Om. Hari Om is an ancient Vedic mantra that invokes the one who removes all sorrow, the infinite, the Godhead, the divine. Hari Om. Who is the seer? Who is the seen? Who is the dreamer? Who is the dream? Two dissolves into one dissolves into none. If you want your infinitude, if you want boundless love, rapture, freedom, surrender now. Give up all concepts, give up all images, give up all thinking, give up all doing. What you seek is beyond all known existence. Sacrifice all. You cease to exist. Pure consciousness alone remains. So we use forms, mantras, contemplations, divine forms, sublime forms, to go beyond all forms. That's where the deepest revelation unfolds. Her voice emanating from the void where only truth resides, sings all into existence. Refine your awareness. Hear her throbbing consciousness. Listen to the stream of her voice, carrier wave of all joy, all delight, all love, all light. This is why mantra is so revered. The heart essence of mantra is a throb of consciousness that is the infinite, the divine. Especially in Eastern traditions, in the yogic and Hindu traditions, revered as the feminine face of the divine, Shakti, the infinite power of the one. that takes the form of mantra. All mantra is her form. Oh, but all forms are her form. Mother of all, creator of all. She has become you. To know the world through your eyes. Carrier wave of all joy, all delight, all love, all light. So this month when we're celebrating the return of the light, a light that never left, it grows darker, but darkness never wins. The light returns, dispelling the darkness. And so it is with the darkness of our own ignorance. Return to the light of wisdom, the light of direct knowing through meditation, through dissolution, and through the truth of who we are. Wake up to the nature of mind. Wake up to the nature of mind, struggling against raging currents, tumbled, tossed by turbulence, its own creation, flailing about, vainly convincing itself of its power and control. It goes blind to the hall of mirrors it scurries about in, fleeing fires of fear, anger, and hunger. Where is its escape? Where is the fire exit? My dear one, drop it. Drop it all. The only reality it has is the reality you give it. Surrender. Fall into the stillness. Surrender to your divine source. Fall into the luscious silence of the divine embrace. All the mind's projected tortures evaporate. Only the infinite, beyond words, remains. That infinite one, the light of all lights, here now. It's what it's illuminating your mind, its thoughts, perceptions of body and what appears to be an outside world. What's the light that illumines that? It's the light of the infinite. It's the light of yourself. It's the light that illumines the mind. We want to know the light. Not just what it falls on, not just what it illuminates. The source itself, the light, the truth of who you are. Not even emptiness. Shed all your clothes, my friend. All cloaks you've adorned yourself with must go. You've been called by no one. No one alone can answer. Not this, not that, all this, all that, swaha. Not even emptiness remains. You won't find what you seek in scriptures, nor in churches or temples or mosques, not gazing at the heavens, the ocean, or sublime forms, certainly not behind your eyelids, nor on the floor in front of you. Give up, give it all up. Every effort betrays your ignorance. You cling to separation while crying for union. Give up, give it all up. 2, 1, none, gone. Swaha. The ancient Sanskrit. So maybe it's what's which what's chanted aloud when the Brahmin priests are making offerings to the fire, and they're being consumed and everything released in the fire. Swaha, swaha. In meditation, what are we offering to the fire of awareness, the fire of unbounded consciousness? We offer everything, every concept, every identity, everything. What remains? The self-luminous one. Oh, the sweet voice. May you enter the stillness, the silence, the divine presence. Oh, the sweet voice of darkness, whispering, even now whispering. May you hear God, so close, so intimately near, now whispering, whispering in your ear. I love you. I am you. I love you. I am you. I love you. I am you. As all your suffering slips away. We live to know that. So walk the indescribable love road through the ineffable field of self-luminous awareness, where traveler, traveling, and destination merge in the heart of the one. The heart of the one. That's the present moment. The heart of the one is always right here, right now. Presence, here, now, always. Illuminating your mind and its thoughts, its feelings, its doubts. Illuminating the body, its environment. The one. Always here, now. Enter the heart of the one and know that infinitude of love. Gazing at the eternal, the ephemeral, gazes at the eternal, awash with wonder, awe, and longing. Go more and more deeply into the ocean of revelation, awe, wonder, longing. Oh, the lifetimes of longing. These are her invitations. Go deeply, fully. Dissolve the ephemeral in the eternal. I and thou merging beyond all. Rapture beyond rapture. Nothing remains. Swaha. When the infinite and the finite meet, when the one and the many merge, love is truly known. The infinite expanse of love, not a sentiment, not a passing feeling for someone, or something. No, the irreducible quality of the infinite one, the source, is that boundless love. So when the finite merges with the infinite, that love is truly known. The finite, oh, that's our ordinary sense of self, of being. So when we merge it in the infinite, we know a love that can never be spoken of. But it can be known. And it can be lived into the world through compassion, love, kindness, patience. Know the truth of who you are and walk these qualities into the world. The dawning of radiant mind. The dawning of radiant mind, the blossoming of love sublime, luminous effulgence all pervading, not one, not two, all erasing. To be erased by love. Shed all cloaks, every thread of attachment, every thought of self, dissolving into the velvet blackness beyond being and non-being. Shimmering silence, radiant silence, boundless ocean of silence, embracing her, erasing all separation, only the infinite expanse of love, eternal presence, radiant stillness is all that truly exists. Encountering the infinite. Encountering the infinite, the dark one, the mind falls into silence like no silence it has ever known. Not the silence of sleep, nor the unconscious and unconsciousness, not the foggy quiet of self-absorption, but absolute silence, magnificent, terrible, overwhelming, the silence of pure awe, of self-erasing rapture. Enter the presence of the one and feel the mind extinguished, blissfully annihilated, replaced by infinite, all-embracing love. The mind extinguished. The Buddha called that state nirvana. It means extinguished. What's extinguished? All the cravings, all the aspects of mind. Extinguished in what he then described as the four immeasurables that are the closest one could come to describing the infinite that's beyond words. The boundless loving compassion, the boundless wisdom, the unshakable peace and equanimity, and the boundless rapturous joy. The heart essence of being, your being. Let your mind rest in God, like your weary head surrendering to the cool, soft comfort of your pillow at day's end. Let your body rest in God, like an exhausted lover surrendering to sleep in the arms of her beloved. Let your feet rest in God like standing barefoot on a carpet of moss in a lush forest, feeling the support of the earth alive with the roots of countless trees drawing vitality from the depths while projecting heartwood and branches skyward, brushing the infinite spaciousness of creation. Mind and body at rest in the one. Awareness, boundless, spacious, free. You are all this. Rest. Simply be. Simply be. We give up the doing mind to know the freedom that already is present as simply being. So seeker, what are you looking for? Do you know where the living flame awaits you? Don't be distracted by robes and hats. Worship only the one. The living presence of the divine blazes in your heart. Take refuge there. The light and love of God illumines all from within. Your heart is the temple of the divine. The divine has dwelt there always. So bound, seeking three, seeking two, seeking one. Alas, found none. Ah, the bliss of freedom blossoms out of nothing. Radiant Kali, the blinding blackness of your mysterious radiance, my beloved, vanquishes all who are blessed by your summons, as grace leads them to you for final release. From your infinite ocean of ecstasy, waves of rapture lap at the shores of the mind, carrying it away babbling about unspeakable union. You drench the body with your juicy love nectar, and it trembles and screams, oh, Kali, 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 in your passionate embrace. Now all has returned to source, leaving not a trace. Aham. Aham. I am. This is the root and flower of all practices. This is the truth of who you are. Pure awareness of infinite being, suffused with boundless love, compassion, wisdom, and rapture. Never forget the rapture, my dear. Aham. I am. That's where all the practices return to. That boundless awareness of simply being. Aham. Aham. I am. So now we're going to be chanting a great mantra, one of the Maha mantras, Om Namah Shivaya. It means I bow to the auspicious one, I honor, I revere the auspicious one, meaning the divine that's within everything, everyone, is everything, everyone. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. So we'll chant that for a few minutes with the awareness of Aham, that I am the auspiciousness, the auspicious one. I am that That's the root of it all. And then after the chant, we'll just sit in that spaciousness, that stillness of awareness. If the mind moves, let it keep coming back to Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. It can come back to the breath. It can come back to Om Namah Shivaya as the breath comes in, Om Namah Shivaya as the breath goes out. To just ride the waves of that throb of the infinite, carrier wave of all light, all wisdom, all love, all delight. Carrier wave of your own self. At the end of meditation, we'll ring a gong and we'll do a few rounds of the Om Namah Shivaya and wrap up for the evening. So now we'll begin with the chant. Shri Natakali Mandevi Ki Jai. Om Namah Shivaya. So we end with this prayer. And may all our practices truly benefit everyone. And may all beings know complete freedom from suffering. Namaste. So entering the stillness, the silence, a place of revelation. Always here, always now. The infinite, the divine within. Always arms open, waiting. Just shifting your attention to the very source of attention. Brings us back to that. So keep coming home to the truth of who you are and your boundless, loving, compassionate nature. So we'll be meeting again in a couple of weeks. That'll be January 4th next year. So I look forward to seeing you then. We'll also be starting a course on that Sunday. And if you're interested in that, you can sign up for that. And also you can get a sense of that, a flavor of that, if you download. There's a free ebook on thesoulsjourney.com called The Ascent to Union. And it's a chapter from The Soul's Journey, Guidance from the Divine Within, which is one of the books that we're drawing on for the course, that and Awakening Kundalini, The Path to Radical Freedom. But that's a free ebook, and everybody's welcome to download that and have that. So I hope you enjoy it. And I want to thank you all for coming this evening and bringing the fullness of yourself and bringing your commitment to practice, to being ones who do practices and walk that wisdom, that inspiration, that light of knowing into the world at such a critical time. So thank you all. And thank you for the many ways you support Anam Cara through donations and through sharing our e-newsletter and videos and just helping us to put out into the world these free resources that anyone can draw on at any time. So thank you for that. And I want to close with one more reading. A holiday blessing. May you revel in the luminous gifts of grace this holiday season. May you know the love of the one that dissolves all differences. May you know the love of the one that embraces all with compassion. May you know the love of the one that infuses you with steady wisdom. May you know the love of the one that bestows unshakable peace. May you know the love of the one taking birth now in your heart. Jai Ma.